Hey guys, I'm going to go over how we can read a circle graph or circle diagram or pie chart. There's a couple different ways you can describe this kind of data. So we're going to do an example today. So an ice cream shop in Danville sells a variety of different flavors and keeps track of its weekly sales. So before we start getting into the math aspect of this, we can kind of look at this and already see exactly which is the most popular, which one's not, just based on the pie slices and based on the percents. So if you're looking at this, you can see that strawberry has the largest slice, but then Rocky Road also has a large slice, so they look very similar. So to kind of make sure that you're looking at the correct size piece, always look at the percents. So we have a 30% here, 30% here. So then you can make the assumption that this is the same size and the same amount. So we're looking at strawberry and Rocky Road being the most popular ice cream sales. And the least popular we can look at is vanilla, the yellow piece here. We're looking at 10%. So when you're looking at all of these percents, you can think about how if I were to ask you how many degrees is a circle, you're talking or I'm sorry, not degrees, percent. A whole circle, we're looking at 100%, just like you get 100% on a quiz in class. We have 100% as our whole, okay? So we can look at how many exact ice cream cones we're selling of each of these flavors. So the question is, the ice cream shop served 20 scoops. How many of them were scoops of vanilla? So this 20 scoops is very significant. Okay, so we're going to use this pie chart represents 20 scoops. So if you guys remember how to find the percent of a number, that's all we need to do. I assigned on IXL finding the percent of a number just to kind of get that back in your memory. It was from earlier in the year, so we're going to practice doing that now. So since we're talking about vanilla, we will do vanilla first. So vanilla, we're looking at 10%. So first you got to write 10% as a decimal. Okay, so the decimal exists at the end of a whole number. And then what we're doing is dividing by 100. And the way that we divide by 100 is just by moving the decimal 2 places to the left. So 10% is equal to 0.1 or 0.10. So 1/10 or 10/100. Remember that these are the same thing. The 0 is not significant. So now, once you get the percent into a decimal form, you just multiply by how many scoops. So there's 20 scoops whole here. So take that 20 and multiply by your 0.1 or 0.10. I always choose the one with less digits, so it's less work on me. So 1 times 0 is 0, 2 times 1 is 2, and we have 1 decimal place behind the decimals, so we need 1 in our answer. So what we're talking about is vanilla is 2 scoops. And also when you're talking about 10% or 100%, or you remember if we're multiplying or dividing by tens, you just got to move the decimal over 1 place. So really if we had that 20% and move it over 1 place, 2.0. Okay, so we will do one more. If we had 30%, let's do Rocky Road. So Rocky Road is 30%. So I'm moving the decimal 2 places to the left. So we're looking at 0.3 or 0.30. So 3/10 or 30/100. Now we just need to multiply this by your 20 scoops again, because remember the 20 scoops is representing this whole pie chart here. So if I have my 20 scoops times my 30%, which we can represent 30% as 3/10, multiply 1 decimal place. So that means Rocky Road has 6 scoops. So if you were to find each of these percentages of how many scoops, if you put them into this pie chart, we should be coming up with 20 scoops. So I just found that Rocky Road was 6 scoops. Strawberry is the same as Rocky Road since we're both at 30%. So that's 6 scoops. Vanilla is 2. So we just need to find what 15% of 20 is. So I'm gonna do that one up over here. So for chocolate, 15%, that is equal to 0.15. So 1500ths times your 20 scoops. So 20 scoops times your 15% or your 1500ths. Don't forget that 0 placeholder. And there's 2 decimal places behind the decimal here, so you need 2 in your answer. Decimal in. So chocolate represents 3. That means cookies and cream is also 3 since they're both at 15%. So if I added these all up, I should be getting your 20 scoops. So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 3 more is 15, plus 2 more is 17, plus 3 more is 20. So it checks out.